Hi friends, welcome to Aishusdiy. Today in this video we will learn how to make this beautiful bracelet. It's a macrame bracelet, and believe me, I have done a lot of macrame bracelets, and this is the most favorite for me so far, and it's really pretty. I love it, and I did it with Christmas colors to wear during Christmas. And I love this bracelet. For some reason, I really like it. It's dainty, but at the same time, it looks substantial. And I really like how this is ended. Like I didn't do just the cord. I braided the edge, and then it's a little bit of work, but it is worth it, is what I'm saying. And it's really gorgeous. And you can substitute this with any beads you have available. So let's get started how to make this wonderful bracelet. And this is what we have so far. I did it with gold, a little bit of like metallic gold 4mm bicones and some red color. So for a red, I added the 11 seed beads, and I have gold metallic seed beads in between in the center. And then I used green, Christmas green color for the cord. Maybe it looks different color in the video, but it is very Christmassy green. So this is the color I was using, and I bought this like couple of years back, and I don't know Chinese, so what it is written I have no idea, and I am not so sure whether it's 0.8 or 0.5 millimeter thickness. I have no idea, but this is the cord that I used for this bracelet. So for this bracelet, I'm using a 0.8 millimeter cord, which I got from Michael's. It's just like that. So it's not a big difference between this cord and this cord, but I think this one is smaller. I'm not so sure, but I'm gonna try it anyways. So I'm hoping that it works. Let's see. We will see. And the thing is, I need a head pin. We need a head pin. This is not for using. We are not going to use the head pin, but I need it to actually tie the knots in proper place. I use that for that. And I use this 11 Toho seed beads. I don't know if it is Delica or it is not, because I bought this couple of years before in Michael's, and I lost the sticker. I'm sorry, but this 11 seed beads goes through the cord fine, the green cord obviously, but I am going to do a 0.8 millimeter only. So let's see. I picked up a similar one for my sample for my tutorial here today. This is a silver lined transparent 11 as well, so I'm going to use this, and I'm guessing that my cord will accommodate. And these are the bicones that I used for this bracelet, and this is the 11 seed beads, and plus I used metallic seed beads in the center, which is right here. Okay, and for this bracelet you can use any beads you want as long as the beads fits through the cord. For the tutorial I took this, as I said, this 11 tube, and then I took this metallic roundel seed beads. These are 3x4 millimeter. I'm gonna replace the center gold by this metallic. See, I have bumped the size. I used 4 millimeter bicone, and I'm using 6 millimeter English cut crystal here. So I have increased the outer bead, but the middle bead, the 11 seed beads, I still keep the same, and the center one I have increased it to 3x4. So I hope this is not that confusing. I just want to make sure what I added and what is in here. So we need exactly 39 beads for the outer one, and then for the center we need 30 beads, and 11 seed beads I didn't count how much we need. And then for cord I actually took 36 inches for the center. I know it's a little bit too much. You will have leftovers, and trust me, but it is better to take more than less. So 36 inches for the, or 3 feet for the center, and this is the measure. And then I have 2 of 1 meter or 40 inches for the knotting cord. Okay, so this is what I have. Now let's start making it. It's so much fun to make this, and I really enjoyed it. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all 3 cords, okay, and put it together. Just like so. And then in the roller measure about say 8 inches, okay, and then tie an overhand knot, like try to tie an overhand knot and just do this. Don't pull the knot taut. So this way you have this much cord left to work with for your ends. So that's what I want to do. So 8 inches, and I did that. After that, let me see how much I have. This is about say 5 inches plus 5, like give or take 8 to 9 inches. Okay, so I did a knot, a sliding knot. If you pull this knot will get untied. So I hope that is clear. And next what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move all my stuff out because we don't need this quite yet. All we need is some of these beads we need. I'm just going to move these to the side because I have my macrame board. That's what I'm going to use it for this bracelet. So this is the 11/0. I might change the 11/0 because for the simple reason because this is 0.8 millimeter, and I'm not so sure whether I used a 0.8 or 0.4. So this is the macrame board that I'm going to use. This is a big board, like 14 inch. So I'm using this way because it's only a bracelet and I'm not going to need the entire thing, and it's very hard to go from there to here. So what I'm going to do is there is grooves in the end, so I'm just going to slip these 3 cords in the groove just like so. Okay, and then have these cords, and you know one cord is shorter, so I want to separate that one cord which is shorter and keep it in the far right hand corner. Okay, these two are the same lengths, the left hand cord, and the right hand cord is a little bit shorter than the left. So in this pattern we are having one holding cord or floating cord or filler cord. No, holding cord or filler cord, and 2 knotting cords. So the left 2 will be our knotting cord, the right will be our holding cord. It's simple. We are going to do half inch knots, but I want to make sure that I show you guys clearly what I have learned. Okay, so this is our filler cord or holding cord, the rightmost cord. So here I have the rightmost cord. I take the first knotting cord, which is on the left, the middle, take it underneath the cord. See this, how I am doing it? I am making like a circle. I am still having this start, okay, the filler cord thought, and I'm taking the second cord and I'm making a, so let me come closer. So this is my holding cord, these are knotting cords. So I hold this, I come with that underneath the holding cord and make a knot. So I'm going under, okay, so underneath the cord and make a knot and pull the knot all the way there. Okay, this is half of the half hitch knot. Now this is still my holding cord, the rightmost one, the left, the middle one is the knotting cord. I'm taking this, first time I take it under the holding cord, now I'm taking over the holding cord, okay, just like so, over the holding cord, okay, let me see, this is over, and then I'm pulling through. See how a 6 is formed, and then I'm pushing that up towards the spot here. So I am done with that, right? Now I'm gonna take this cord, okay, and bring it underneath this, the holding cord, and making a knot just like so, okay, and then I'm doing it over, first under, then second one is over. So this is where we are. Gonna restart with the zoomed in position. So this is my holding cord which is on the right, this is my knotting cord which is on the left. So I'm going to go underneath this cord and into this holding cord and make it like that. Now I'm going to go over the knotting cord, the holding cord, and making a figure 6 pattern and coming back here. That's one half hitch knot. Okay, this is one of the knotting cords, so I'm putting it on the right side over here. Now this is my holding cord, this is again another knotting cord. I am bringing it to the right, okay, I'm bringing it to the right, I'm going under the cord, okay, under the cord. Let me be sure here, okay, I'm bringing it under the cord just like that, okay, and then taking it on top and then bringing it inside the loop that I created. Still I'm holding this cord, see how it goes to this side, the cord. Now pull it up tight. Now take the same cord, keep it on top of the knotting cord or holding cord, and come back and go through this loop. I know it's a little bit confusing, but as we do with the beads, it will be very clear. Now that I have done 2 knots, okay, now my knotting cord is on my right hand side, which is the 2-1. The holding cord is in the center, okay. I keep the holding cord in the center all the time, and the knotting cords from right to left, it will shift. At this point of time, I take the holding cord, which is my center cord, take my lighter, you need a lighter or a candlelight tea light, so you can use any of those. I'm using a lighter and I'm going to burn the end so that I form a needle. It won't come, sometimes it just comes in your finger. I want a needle like that. It may be with the other one. So you burn the edges and make like a needle for you to thread in the beads, just like that. Okay, and then what you do is, whichever bead you have for the center of this bracelet, you're going to thread that in the holding cord, the center cord. So I'm going to thread 30 beads. That's what I'm threading. So with the small metallic beads, I use 30 beads. For this, I can go like 28 is also good enough because it's bigger. So it'll be longer than the metallic beads. So 28 beads is what I'm going to string it on this cord. I'm going to string all 28 beads and come back. So I have threaded my 28 beads in the center cord, and what I'm going to do at the end of the cord is make a slip knot. So make a circle just like that. Okay, put your finger into the circle from down up to down and take this up here. That's a sliding knot. When you pull this is gonna go off. So make a circle loop, okay, and put your finger inside from top to bottom and pull the end cord, and that gives you your sliding knot. So this way your beads will not slide because we are going to work with only one bead at a time. So I'm pulling all the 27 beads down. I have one bead right here. Hopefully you guys can see very well. One bead right here, okay, on the top. Okay, now I'm going to take the first cord. I'm not adding any beads in the one of the knotting cord. Okay, the first cord which is closer to our holding cord. Take that. Okay, you have to go underneath, right? So underneath the cord, over the cord, first under and then over and through the loop. So this is what you have, and pull it up close. Now you go over the holding cord and then under through the loop, just like so. This is a proper 6, you can see, and pull it up. Now this cord has come to the left side. Okay, now to the right side we have one knotting cord, and in this we are going to add our beads. Try to make a needle. So the bigger the needle, the easier it will be to string the beads. So the English cut beads will not be a problem. Only the lavender seed beads would be a problem. First an English cut. Okay, that goes easily. Then a lavender. We might bump this to metallic beads. Why should we suffer, right? But I like it. See, it goes through right there, and then English cut. So 3 beads, and then we pull all of this to the side right here. Okay, there we go. So all of this to the end, and then we are not pushing any beads in the middle. We are still having that one bead there. So I added 2 beads here. This is my holding knot. Now it's easy for you to differentiate the holding knot and the knotting cords, because the holding knot will have beads. In the knotting cords you will add the beads as you go on. So here we go. So first under the holding cord, over that cord and through the loop, just like so. Okay, under, over, through the loop, and then pull it tight That's what you should have. Now again, over the holding cord and under. Now it will be a 6 format. There we go. See how nice it is? I really like it. Now both the knotting cords are on the left and the holding cord is in the center. Now it's time to push one more bead in the center up to our work. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that, take the next cord, and without any beads in this cord, I'm going to make a knot. Just bring it towards the right. Okay, so bring the knotting cord towards the right, which will be under the holding cord. Go over and then through that. See this? This is how it is. And then push it. This one will make the cord to come to the right. That means you are doing everything right. Okay, so it should come to the opposite side. Now over and make a 6 and pull through. Okay, so over under is your mantra. Now I'm not going to add any bead in the center, rather I'm going to add beads on the outer edge of the knotting cord, which is on the left side still. So I'm going to add 3 beads, which is an English cut, a 11 seed bead, which is a little bit difficult, but I think I can manage. And then an English cut, bring it all the way to our project right here, and bring that cord underneath the holding cord and then over the holding cord, and with this loop you need to pull it to the right. The cord was on the left, now it has come to the right. Okay, one more knot. This time you just go over on top of the holding cord and through the loop, making a 6, figure 6. Okay, now both our knotting cords are on the right. This is what we are going to do. Now what I will do is I'll pull up a center bead in my center cord. Okay, now what I will do is take my knotting cord, put it underneath, bring it on the side and through the loop, underneath and through the loop that we created. That will bring the cord to the right. Now go over and through the loop, make a 6. Okay, now time to add beads to our outer circle, which is this cord that we are going to do. Add the beads, an English cut, oops, okay, you can also use 8 seed beads or even 6, whichever you have available, or the metallic round beads that came with this box. You can use that as well. One more English cut, push it all in the center, take the holding cord, put this cord underneath the holding cord and over and through the loop, just like so. Make sure the beads stay right there, and then go over the holding cord, under the holding cord, that is through the loop, and this is what we have. Now push the center bead, see how I am holding it. Once you do it several times, this will become a practice. Now I'm done with this cord. Now I have to do with this cord. So now it's time for me to add the beads this side. Over and under. So the first knot, for the first knot, the bead, the knotting cord has to come under, and the next half of the knot should go over. Okay, so push that bead right here. This is going under the holding cord and then over and coming through, and then over and under, coming through. Now I'm ready to add the beads to the right hand side. This is how I will continue the entire bracelet. I'll come back after finishing quite a chunk. So I finished doing this, and you can see this is almost a 6.5 inches. So I stopped there because mine is a 7-inch wrist, and I will have a small space for the adjusting knot, and I should be done. But I removed 5 of the center beads, so I have here 10, 15, 24 of the center beads and so forth. So here is our 3 cords, 2 knotting cords on the right hand side, and the center cord, which is a holding cord. So I'm taking everything together, and I'm starting from the rightmost cord. I'm bringing it in. I'm going to braid, just how you do a regular braid. And then this, so the first couple of braids will be little bit wobbly, but then it should be fine. So as you see here, I finished the last knot with these 2 beads right here, and I'm going to braid until I'm done with the cord, which is say about 6 inches long. Okay. Hi friends, so I finished braiding this part, and I have still this much left, and I'm going to do it on the other side. So this is the side we started with, and I'm going to untie all of these knots. So I did a sliding knot, right? So I untied it. Everything is free right now. So what I do is I take my macrame board, okay, keep this actually I'll do it here, keep this right here. Okay, now that I have secured that part, I can have a tension while I'm doing I can maintain the tension of the thing while I'm doing the braids. That's all I'm saying. So here it is, this side. I take it first in, just how you do a regular hair braid. That's how we are going to do this, right? I don't want it to be tight or loose. I want it to be a medium like medium size braid, like not too tight, not too loose, just the right amount. So I do the braid. So after I do the braid, I want it to measure about 3.5 inches. That's what I'm hoping that for, and that's about right for me. So I'm going to continue doing that and I'll come back. So I have done the braids on both sides. This is how my bracelet looks right now. Then I'm going to check also. See, it's actually very big, right? So maybe I miscalculated a bit big. So let me just do this and see how long it measures and see how good it is. It's actually a little bit more, but not that much. Okay, good. Now, so I want to follow the same size as this. So here is my ruler, because this was very comfortable for me. And from the braid, from the beads to the end, it is 3.3 and a quarter inch. Okay, that's how I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna measure the same, probably 3 inch this time. I don't want more than that because it's long enough. So the 3 inch. At the 3 inch mark, what I do is I take it, I run it around my finger, make an overhand knot with all the 3 cords. Okay, make an overhand knot. The one cord which is long here is our center cord, which is the holding cord. That I'm going to cut it and use it for doing the adjustable sliding knot, right? So I keep it right here. I bring it all the way, all the cords together. I want the knot to be exactly at 3 inches, so I'm keeping it right here, and then I'm gonna tighten all the individual cords just like so. Okay, we have our knot, and then what I'm going to do here is do the same the other side. About here. Okay, that's perfect. Come around, take all the cords inside the loop, take it right here and make the knot at 3 inches to be exact. Good. Tighten that knot and pull all the individual cords one at a time to tighten it more. Now we take the ruler out of the way. At this end we have a little bit longer length. All I'm going to do is I'm going to add these beads. So I don't have the big beads anymore, so I'm just going to add these ones. I really like these ones as well. So if I can directly put it without burning the edges, I shall do it, but it's not going to be done. It has to be a little bit stiff for it to go through any bead. Take your scissors and okay. There we go. So I put it right next to the knot and make another overhand knot, just like so. Okay, this is where our head pin comes into play. So I take my head pin, I keep it inside the knot, just like so, and pull it all the way close to my bead. So the knot is right next to the bead. Now I take the head pin off and tighten the knot. Doesn't have to be exactly there, but I really like it that way. So that's that. Then we burn this one, and then let's see if we can get our roundel through this. Obviously not. Move it. So if you want, you can leave a little bit of distance and do the knot, but I really like it this way. So I'm doing it right next to the knot. Overhand knot here. Bring the head pin again. Put it inside the knot and then bring it close. Tighten it up. Take the head pin off, and then you can push the knot towards the bead. There we go. There's a little bit of gap, which I don't like it. I'll fix that and come. So I did that one, and the third one also I'm doing the same, tying an overhand knot after the bead. Put my head pin in. If you have tweezers, then you can put it right there and get the knot right next to the bead and tighten that up. Now I'm ready to snip off the knot, the extra cord, just leaving a little bit after the knot. Okay, so that's done. Now we shall burn the edges. Make sure you play safely with the lighter, and this is all we have left, and I'm okay to leave this much. I won't throw this. I will use it for, I have a scrap bowl that I store all of these, and whenever I want to check whether a bead is going through this cord or not, I will check with those for small stuff. So this side also we have this much left. So what I'm going to do is the same. Pick up 3 beads and add it and cut it right there. That's all I'm going to do. I will show you guys this long cord, what I'm going to do with this long one, which is the center one. So I bring it all the way here and do the same knotting right here, and okay, right there, and snip it off right here. So this long cord is say about, okay, so about 16 inches, 12 to 16 inches. I use this for sliding knot, so that's all cord you will need, and I will do the rest too and come back. I have my cord for the sliding knot, and then I have my knotty do it all. You can do this with with a tape. You can tape these 2 ends to your table and do the same. I have this, so I'm using it. So here we go. I just set this up right here. Just like so. And the other end here. Okay, all 2 cords, and take this one right here, and then I will try and do an overhand knot just like so. Okay, and then I will do my cues and piece. This is square knot, macrame square knot. I have got a video explaining you guys just the basic knots. I will leave down in the description box below for you to check it out. You can check that out, how to make the square knots. I am guessing that you guys know by now, but if you want to check, that's a great video to look at it. And it's a very simple loop once you get the hang of it. It might be intimidating. It was for me when I started doing the macrame. That was years ago. But still, the half-inch knots that I used in this was always intimidating for me. It was for quite a long time. But trust me, the more you may do, the better you get at it. And that's what happened to me. So trust me, and you won't be disappointed. It's like learning a skill for yourself, like swimming or cycling. But this is in a miniature level, I would say. It's small. And what's good about this Chinese knotting cord is, if you make a mistake, and in this macrame square knot you will know if you do a mistake, and you can take it apart easily. You can get the knot undone easily, and then I don't want any more knots easily, and then redo it. So, and the cord will not be damaged by any way. So that's also a very good thing. So I have still a little bit cord left, and I'm okay with that. I'll save, as I said. Now what you do is take your lighter, burn this end. Okay, do the same here too. Okay, and we are done. So when you open this and close this, it might be tight initially, but it will get loose. There we go. Yeah. So this is our bracelet. I really like this a lot. Trust me, this design is my best design so far in macrame. I guess I really like it. If you choose a smaller bead, it will come like that. If you choose a bigger bead, it will come like that. The size is almost the same, and I'm happy that I did it, and I can wear it and show it to you guys. How cool is that? I really like it. And the sliding knot is like, if you want to make it smaller, you can make it smaller. If you want to make it bigger, you can make it bigger. The thing is, if you reduce the number of beads units here and have the sliding knot bigger, then it might even fit a smaller wrist person. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos almost every day, and I'm planning to do like 3-4 videos a week and live. So that will come probably the December last week or January from 2022. Bye.